The best immigration lawyer I've ever met. I've been around a while. Joseph Patrick Murphy. What do you say, sir? You know the same social media I see. Is it aggressive or not?
I've seen it too, Marty.
Yeah.
It's the social media cycle. It's driving all sorts of craziness. I'm telling you, people are being paid to do this. I was down the ICE office last week with two sisters, young girls. They came across the border. They were given parole. They married American citizens. By now, one's got a baby.
Oh, wow.
This is an ICE check-in. After the law has changed over the last month or two, these girls are subject to being arrested right there and returned home. That's the law right now, and I had to inform them of that. These people, these two young families were prepared for that reality, mom being taken. And we're all down there sweating, and the guy came out, and he gave him a slip and said, come back in a year. So I don't see what kind of animalism that is, because by then they'll have their green cards. They've got the paperwork going. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
But hold on, did they overreact? Did they overreact?
No, I explained it to them. They were perfectly civilized young ladies. They understood what was going on. And I said, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to check in. And we went over and behaved ourselves, and I believe got a pretty good result for the girls, and a pretty compassionate result. I don't see this kind of madness going on. It takes two to tango. Law enforcement, by definition, involves the word force. And there's a lot of people in the world right now, certainly in our country, that believe that all use of force is somehow illegitimate and should be met with all sorts of craziness.
Yeah.
But that's, and I'm not, look, these people arrest my clients from time to time, just like any other lawyer. I'm not some kind of suck up here, but let's get the cooler heads out. There's plenty of decaffeinated brands on the market that taste just as good as the real thing. These people that ICE arrests aren't being sent to the electric chair. They're just being returned to their home country. Many of them retaining the right to come back later if petitions filed for them. So what is this fight really about? Well, why wasn't this happening when Obama was there? These are all big questions. They require a little bit more than legal analysis, perhaps psychoanalysis, and I've got the wrong series of letters. But I'm encouraging, and as I always have, I encourage my clients not to run or fight with law enforcement. That never ends well. Someone's going to get hurt. It's probably going to be you. And for the people who are looking to get hurt to make these videos, consider who's encouraging you to do that and whether they're putting their body at risk, because this way madness lies. I mean, we're fighting literally. American citizens are fighting and getting arrested and getting hurt.
Yeah.
ICE agents are getting hurt, and the immigrants themselves are not. So what's this fight really about? And where were these people when Obama was doing it at 5, 10 times the rate?
I see it. They'll stand in front of an ICE truck. They'll lay down. They'll get right in the face of an ICE officer and get sprayed with mace, and then the ICE guys are the bad guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, there are things worth protesting over. All of us have our own values. I'm certainly not going to tell someone they can't have theirs. I've been pepper sprayed at public protests myself. Very unpleasant. It feels like being set on fire.
It does.
But the point is make sure that if you're going to do that kind of stuff, and I don't think you should, and I encourage against it, cost-benefit analysis. What are you preventing and what are you subjecting yourself to and why? Who's pulling the strings and telling you to do that? And what risk are they putting themselves in? If you look at those things objectively, not just out of hatred of law enforcement or force or the cops in general or any of these kind of values, just look at it in terms of your own self-interest and you'll see quite clearly you're being used.
Joseph Patrick Murphy, hey, listen, at a magistrate's office the other day in local municipality in the North Hills, court clerk told ICE, get the F out of the building. She was completely unprofessional and unhinged. Wow. So there's even pushback in the courts, sir.
Yep. I saw a guy talking recently about this problem and that, we're drifting toward a de facto civil war over this issue. As I've said routinely, I really do believe that eventually the only resolution that is even vaguely workable is some sort of mass amnesty. I know that's not popular. We did it in '86. They swore we'd never have to do it again. It didn't turn out so bad. But in order to do that, you're going to have to find and get rid of the people in that group that are fugitives from justice and things like this. I don't know if I ever told you about this, Marty. I had a guy in here about 2 years ago wanted me to do an asylum for him. And when I asked him why, he looked me right in the eye and said, I killed a man.
Whoa.
In Kingston 2 weeks ago. And I just ran through Mexico. This guy was sitting in my office. And now he's confessed to me that he's a murderer, and I got to give his money back. Sir, we don't do that kind of stuff here. But
wow.
But so there are people I don't know how many of them there are, but if there's enough of them that they're making it to my sleepy little Western Pennsylvania office, I'm sure there's more than that one.
Wow.
Consider that, right? You're fighting with ICE over a group that probably includes some of those too.
Joseph Patrick Murphy, thanks, brother.
Of course, Marty. Thanks for having me on.
It's amazing.